guys? We are back for this Saturday slate, having another Saturday video for this week. Before we get started with the video, I appreciate it if you would drop a like on it and subscribe. Yesterday, I had to make a lot of changes with all the injury news that came out later in the day. Posted the final core on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter at the DFS Process, you can see my updated plays at the end of the day. Went with Teague, Levine, DeRozan, Gibson, O'Quinn, and Paul George. All did great. The original 6 players that I had in yesterday's video all did pretty good too, especially Paul Millsap at 4,600 went off. Levine, DeRozan had in the original video, they did good. Ivan Rabb had a good game. Just everybody did pretty good. So I ended up just sneaking into the money in some contests, missing out in some others with a 326, I believe. The first day back from the All-Star break, we were able to sneak into most double-ups. Second, yesterday, Paul George gave us some life at the end and got us in there in a couple. So hopefully today we can be deep in the money. If you want to join us for the full lineups, we'll have cheap prices on the website. Basketball, baseball, you name it. All right, with all that being said, let's get on to this slate. We have an 11-game Saturday slate. A couple teams that played yesterday are back on the schedule today. OKC, after that double overtime game, is back at it. Same with Utah. First up, I like at point guard is Chris Paul. He's 7,600. He's been playing really, really well. He's no longer on a minutes restriction. Hasn't been on that in a while. James Harden is questionable. If Harden sits, you got to lock and load Chris Paul at this price tag, even if Harden plays. I like him a lot against the Warriors here. Chris Paul was very good against the Warriors in the series last season before he got hurt. And this year he's been really good too. He's has been great with assists, points, been rebounding the ball really well too. So you got to love Chris Paul at just a 7,600 price tag. I like Devin Booker at 8,300. So last game, if you watched the game against Cleveland, the Cavaliers were double teaming Devin Booker almost every possession. So that's why he had 9 turnovers. He was trying to throw out of the double team, and a lot of the time it would go out of bounds or it would just be easy to pick off. Hopefully the Hawks do not double team him. I have not seen many teams double team Devin Booker, so it might just be the Cavs knew that they did not have any one player that they could put on him, but the Hawks do have a couple pieces like Prince or Bazemore, so I don't think they will double team Devin Booker, and if that's the case, he can easily go off. He scored 30 real life points, but the 9 turnovers really brought his score down. Also only had 1 rebound. But he's been playing he plays a ton of minutes in close games, 38 against the Hawks. You can't ask for a faster paced matchup and a better matchup. So I definitely like him a lot. Against the Hawks, he put up 60 the first time, flirted with a triple-double. Gotta love Devin Booker at this price. Small forward, I like Bogdanovic, only 4,600. That is a criminal price tag on him. Lock and load that play. Easy play at $4,600. Been very consistent. High 20s, 30s. He's in the starting lineup now. So his minutes should be over 30 almost every game as long as it's close. And against the Thunder, they're coming off of a double overtime game. The Thunder have been playing the fastest pace in the league lately, and that should continue. The Kings, they both play pretty fast. You got to like this matchup and this up-tempo game. Bogdanovic is way too cheap at $4,600. I would much rather play him than play Kent Bazemore. It's probably going to be chalky. Power forward, I like Al Horford. Big Al has been on another level. 49, 51, 62. 17 boards. Played 37 minutes. So he's also not on a minutes restriction anymore. He's been just awesome lately, taking a lot of shots. 21 shots against the Bucks last game. Pulled down 17 boards. Last couple games, he's been a monster on the glass. He's been very consistent, even besides these past 3 games. Against the Bulls, they struggle against the glass. They're in the bottom 5 in rebounding. They're not great against power forwards or centers. He's going to have to match up against Robin Lopez, which should be a very easy matchup for Al Horford. And he's just been playing well on the road. This game should stay hopefully a little closer. So we should see some good minutes out of Al Horford. And as long as Baines is out, Horford is getting the center minutes. And he's really responded with an uptick in rebounds because of that. So I definitely like Al Horford. He's still really cheap at this 6,400 price. On the other side of that game, I like Lauri Markkanen at 8,000. He's really played a lot. He's been playing on fire lately. It's just so consistent. All you see is 40s in his game log. 40s, 50, 50s, and 137. So that's what I want, especially in cash games. You want a consistent player. Lauri Markkanen has been as consistent as they come lately. Scored at least 20 points in every game, except for in February. Scored at least 20 points in every game. Been getting double-doubles almost every game. The times that he missed, he had 9 rebounds. So he's just super safe against the Celtics. You can attack them still with some bigs. They are pretty good defense, but I still like Lauri Markkanen a lot just because his rebounding percentage is through the roof. He's taking a ton of shots. He's almost locked for a double-double, and he just hasn't killed you in any spot this year, especially as of late. $8,000, I will play Lauri Markkanen. And then finally, I kind of like Willie Cauley-Stein. He is only $4,600. That price tag is very cheap. He has 30-point upside, 40-point upside. If he's playing well against the Thunder, he's averaged 30 DraftKings points in 3 games against them this year. He's going to have to be on the court at least like 28 to 32 minutes because the Thunder do play big. Marvin Bagley might take some minutes away from him, but he's still secure for at least like 28 to 32, as long as he's not in foul trouble or not playing putrid. He has a steal upside and block upside too. So at $4,600, a lot to like with Willie Cauley-Stein. I like the cheap pairing of Cauley-Stein and Bogdanovic in this fast-paced matchup. So those are the 6 players that I like. Be sure to drop a like on it. Made this video on a Saturday. Thanks for watching, and good luck tonight.